No string attached, food tech engineer meets charming corporate shark. The chemistry is off the chart, tension is undeniable, and there is corporate drama, betrayal, and love. That is Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are talking about Not in Love by Ellie Hazelwood. So, I have read other books by same author that are Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, Bright, but Not in Love turned out really different than other books I have read so far, and this is definitely steamiest, spiciest STEM romance I have read. Not in Love follows story of Rue, who is food tech engineer at Klein. Because of her nature, her social anxiety, her rough childhood, she has a very small circle, and that includes her best friend Tish and Florence, who is a CEO of Klein. Rue doesn't date, she doesn't do the attachment, and she goes for one night stand for physical need. And that's how she meets Ellie. While their night was cut short because of her troublemaking brother, she still feels connection with him, and their connection was strong enough for her to break all the rules. Now the surprise came next day when she attends the client's general meeting, in which Ellie was introduced as one of the partner at Harkness. Harkness is the company who is in the process of acquiring Klein. Because of massive loan Florence took out when she started the company, and now that loan is owned by Harkness Group. And that creates a forbidden secret romance between Ellie and Rue. While I feel Not in Love is very different from other Ellie Hazelwood books I have read, the writing is still effortless. It has that instant, I like this book vibe in here as well. And while the plot is pretty straightforward and I could see Florence betrayal miles away, there is magic in the characters that kept me reading this book. While Rue's blunt, no nonsense, straightforward nature made her appear cold and her emotional unavailability didn't help the case, she was deeply caring and loyal to for the people she loved and cared about. Her childhood and food insecurities she felt because of how she was raised, it was all very touching, and it made sense why the project she was working on was close to her heart. Watching her open up to Ellie, not just physically but also emotionally, it was really satisfying. Ellie is smart, cheerful, caring, and observant. He too had a tough childhood, and getting the custody of a young sister at a young age and raising her was heartfelt, and it added depth to his character. The way he came out of that tough period of his life, and how rocky brother sister relationship turned into full of warmth and love, it was made it made me like him even more. One thing I really loved about him is the way he could read Rue, her thoughts, her need, and what she wants. I mean, she didn't have to say a word, and he could get it. That is definitely a myth for in a real life. Why romance started with physical attraction, I really liked how they both connected emotionally through sharing their worst story every time they met, and through those worst stories they not only they came closer to each other, but we also know them as a character as well, and I love those moments between them. Surprisingly, Harkness partners, Alice friends, were more discussed here than friendship between Rue and Tisha. I wanted more page time for Tisha. I liked the character, and I didn't like that she didn't get that much page time. Even when Rue realizes she is in love or anything that has happened, their discussion is finished in one or two line. They don't even there is not that real conversation I wanted between the friends, that friendship bond I wanted between them, it wasn't there. And I wanted that in this book. Climax was predictable. Like I said, I could see Florence betrayal miles away, but what I liked here is Ellie and Rue's reaction to the revelation. Uh, Especially Rue's revelation that kind of broke Ellie's heart and also mine. While she realized that she made a mistake and she was in love with Ellie, I would have liked a glimpse behind that revelation in her, which wasn't there here. But I loved her proposal in the end. Overall, Not in Love is a hot, sizzling romance with bit of heart and some serious layers that added depth to the story. I definitely recommend it. And now that the book is really fresh in my mind, I really so want to read the sequel of this book, which is Problematic Summer Romance. So if you like this video, like, comment, hit that bell button so you don't miss out on next bookish content. See ya.